put value in the first impressions that we give to whoever is seeking our services in the organization, in the organization we are working with, or even if it's a group, even if it's a welfare group, even if it's a school. Let the person who is coming in as a first-time customer, let him get a very good first impression. And how does he get that good first impression? When we are polite, when we are kind. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are listening from, at whatever time you're listening to. Welcome to today's episode of Candy Talks. We are all in customer care. That's our topic. Whoever you are, whatever you're doing, if you're a member of an organization, you're a worker, you're employed somewhere, whether you're an owner of business, whether you're in a certain welfare group, or a member of any association or organization, it actually means that you are in customer care. So there are two things. What is we hear of customer service, we hear of customer care. So what is customer service? Customer service focuses on assisting customers with products or services. It's about solving problems. While customer care emphasizes on building a relationship with customers, establishing trust, offering support, and ensuring their overall happiness and satisfaction. So customer care is mostly about building a relationship with your customer, the person to whom you can offer a service, the person who comes to access your services. You want to build a relationship of trust. You want to build a relationship whereby one can walk away satisfied and happy, having enjoyed your encounter together and having received that which they were seeking to receive from the organization or from you as an individual, as a member of an organization. So owners of businesses, heads of departments, organizational heads, board members, PTAs, that is teachers, parents, teachers associations, all workers and members of any organization are all in customer care. We are all in customer care. As long as you're offering a service, as long as you're a member of an organization that is involved in service or production, you are in customer care. So where does customer care start from? Customer care is both internal and external. It starts from the inside group. If it's in an organization and there are different departments, maybe we have the research and marketing department, we have the procurement department, we could be having the quality assurance department, or we have the editing department. That department has people working in it as a team. So that team, what is their relationship with one another? What customer care, what service, what support do they offer one another? In every department, there's normally a head of the department. What relationship, what is his customer, what is the customer care of the department head with the other members of that department? And normally the internal customer care between one employee and another, or between a member of an organization and another member of an organization, the internal relationship that people have internally in the organization has an impact on how they would relate with the customer outside the organization, or whoever comes to seek the services of the organization. So when the internal relationship is good, when we offer good customer care and support to one another, if I approach somebody in maybe there are people working in the research department, so among them, if the people working in that department have got good rapport with one another, when one needs help, they ask the other one, they are offered help, they are offered support, they are offered, after one has been given the help that they need, there's a review is done after some time. How are we faring? You had a certain problem, or you didn't know how to do this, and I showed you how to do it. So how are you getting on? Even after you've given the help that is needed, the support that is given even after that also impacts on customer care. So it starts from the inside, then it goes out. So we have to be careful also of our internal customer care, because it will influence how we deal with the external person, the person who is now seeking services from our organization or our chama or anything that you're involved in, we're a member of, whereby we have to give customer service. Then it impacts how we are treated inwardly, will impact how we relate with the external environment, how we relate with our external customers. So who is a customer? when we talk about customer care, what is the definition of a customer? A customer is a person who buys goods and services from a shop or business. It can also be a person who seeks to access services from an organization. Example, if I wanted to buy roofing materials today, definitely, or most probably, I would get in touch with Mabati Rollings. Maybe I'll go to their website and see, can I get information on how I can buy the roofing material? Or maybe I can just go to their outlets. If they have shops in town where I can go and inquire about the roofing materials, the type I want, and then have it delivered to my premises. If I want to buy books, I would go to Textbook Center. Maybe I'd buy the books online. I'll go to their online store, look at the catalog of books, and buy and then make plans to purchase the books. So all that involves, that means that I am a customer. I am seeking to buy goods and services from a certain organization. So a customer is somebody who seeks to buy goods or services from an organization, and the care that customer is given now brings in the customer care. So customer care extends beyond the purchase stage. It normally begins before one makes a purchase. It continues when one is making the purchase, and even after one has made the purchase, it can extend beyond that. When the seller of the good calls you to ask you how well our service is doing, the equipment you bought from us, how is it operating well? Are you having any problems? Or maybe it is even if it's internet services or whatever it is that you have bought, the after service, even that involves customer care. So it just does not start. It just doesn't start and end when a customer comes, buys something or orders for your service, and that is it. But even beyond, it extends even beyond the purchase date. So customer care, it should mainly aim at ensuring that the customer has a good and enjoyable experience with this brand. That is the main aim of customer care, to make sure that the customer, the person who is accessing the services from you, has a good and enjoyable experience with the brand, with what you are selling, with what you stand for, with the services that you are giving. We care about the customer, and we want the customer to have a good and enjoyable experience with our brand. Customer care involves providing your customer with proactive and immediate support on any channel of the customer's choice. It can be through telephone. You're talking to someone on the phone. It starts from there. You might not have seen the person face to face, but when you talk to the customer, when you talk to somebody who is seeking your services, whether it is in a shop, or whether it is at the place of employment, or whether it is maybe it's in a club or a welfare club, or whatever it is, when a customer is seeking the services of what you are providing, or the services that your brand is marketing, has put itself on the market, your brand is actually used in advertising for your services. So whatever it is that the customer is seeking, even through phone, customer care begins then. How you answer the phone, how long the phone rings, how is your voice, how does your voice sound, how do you relate with that customer on the phone? It can also be through email. Somebody has made an inquiry through email to your organization, or to your it's to your workplace, or to your welfare group. Somebody has made send an inquiry email. So how you answer the email, the language should be polite, the language should be kind, the language should be a language that seeks to make the customer want to have a relationship with that organization. Even if it's in a Zoom meeting, it could be in a Zoom meeting that involves people from different organizations, and then when somebody hears that your organization is offering this service, and then through the chat or through the chat somebody asks, I hear so and so, we have a member here who is from this organization. I'm interested. What are the services that you offer? What are the prices like? Do you offer this service? So if the question is directed at you, even through a Zoom meeting whereby there's not physical contact, even then customer care comes into play. How you answer that person, the advice you give to him, the help you give to him, kicks off customer care. And at that time, you are trying to establish a relationship. You are giving the support, you are giving the care that will ensure that you do not lose this customer, but you have him coming on board to access to access your goods and services. Even if it means buying them, it will also impact on your bottom line. So why should we have customer care? Customer care is good. It helps us to retain our customer base. It also attracts new customers. How you dispense your customer care can ensure that you retain your customer base, because the customers that you have and the income that they bring to your organization, you don't want to lose it. You want to maintain it. You want to maintain the turnover and even increase it. And also, it can also help you to attract new customers, because the customers that you have will tell others how good your services are. And most probably they will want to relate with your company. When somebody wants to, maybe I want Glovo services. I want services, I want a company I want a service that can distribute, that can actually deliver to my doorstep. So and then I inquire about Glovo. Maybe you can ask around, you're told Glovo services are very good, or whatever company it is that does distribution services. And it can be in anything. So when I get to hear that this service does very well in delivery of goods, even if it's a long distance transporter, transporting goods from one country to another, and you're involved in that, so you stick around. If you want to be in that business or you want to transport your goods, you will stick around, you'll ask for information, you're told this company does a very good service. They even have a very good after service. So it helps us, customer care helps us to retain our customer base and also to attract new customers. It also helps to authenticate our goods and services. The review that our customers give to other people can tell them their service is good, their goods are very good, they don't sell you expired goods, So the review that is given from the good customer care that you give can make our service, our goods or the services that we give to be authenticated as being good services. If you're a charity, let's say you're a charity-based organization, you'll say this organization of ours is all about love. When you come to this organization, we counsel people who are depressed. We take them through a program and make sure that they are rehabilitated. People can deal with the issues that they are facing. So when somebody comes to such an organization, they will expect what you have branded yourself as, a charity-based organization, reaching out to the people who have got various issues, emotional issues. So when somebody comes there, that's what they expect to find. And if they find the opposite, then that will completely put them in a confusion state. It will completely dismay them, and they will probably go out there and spread the news that it is just a name. It is not the reality when you step into that organization. Imagine if there's a rescue center that takes care of teenage girls who are fleeing from female circumcision. Now, when these girls go into the shelter, they are expecting to find kindness, to find love. And if they find that, then they will stay. If they find that, they will go out there when they have been rehabilitated, when they have stayed in the center enough to be taken back to society, they will go out with a good report that they got very good care in that rescue center, and they will probably even recommend others. And if they are in a position later on in life, they will even support the rescue center based on the experience that they had in that center. But what if the opposite is the case? What if when they run to the rescue center, they find a lot of mistreatment, they are even abused there? Then certainly such a rescue center will earn a very bad reputation. Probably police will be sent there, probably it will be closed down, or it will just be put in the papers, and everybody will want nothing to do with such a rescue center. So customer care also, another benefit of customer care, or why we should have it, it is a differentiator. It sets your brand apart from the competitor. If there's a competitor that is offering similar services to yours, then what can you do to make your services to be outstanding so that people can come to you? There could be a company there could be different companies offering the same service as yours. Let's say long distance transporters. I've used that example. I'm using it again. So why should customers come to your long distance company and leave the other one? Why should they come to ABC, a transport company, and leave the other one? Maybe in the other one, maybe let's say there's company A and there's company B. So when they go to company A, all the time, the people who are supposed to serve them are in very long meetings. So the customers just stand and wait and they get mad and they leave. But when they go to the other company, they are well received, their matters are dealt with very quickly. They are given the best vehicle to transport their goods to the destination. And when they arrive at the destination, the report is good, the goods are received in good condition. So that most probably will earn that company, it will earn company B a better customer retention base, and it will also attract new customers when the people who have accessed the services in that long distance transporting company, when they will tell others about how well this company does its job. So we've talked about a brand. What is a brand? A brand is a name, it's a symbol or a design that distinguishes its products from others. So when we have a company, we have our brand, it could be our symbol. We could put our brand as a symbol, we can put it as a design, we can put it as our name, such that it is able to distinguish our products and services from the others. And when people come, depending on what your brand is marketing, depending on what you're marketing yourself through your brand, it will be able now to add value to the organization. So it's important for us to have a brand, and customer care mainly is there to enhance the brand of the company. It tells the customer, this is what we say we are, and when you come to us, this is what you will receive. So customer care mainly involves answering questions, offering support and services, and this involves every member of the organization, from the gate man to the top man in the office. All of us are in customer care. All of us are involved in telling the person coming to the company. We should all have information that we can tell somebody coming to access our services what the company is about, what the company offers. So there also is a designated team. We normally have a designated team that deals with customer care. So when we have a designated team, this team mainly sits at the reception desk, or there could be sales girls or salesmen who are selling the company products. So these people need to be very well trained. They also need to be well equipped with the information that they need in order to sell the company products. It is very important that the designated customer care team is well trained and well equipped to dispense the services of the company in a top-notch manner continuously. Imagine if you are to go to an organization, and then right at the gate, you are stopped at the gate, and you say your business, why you have come there, and then the gate man maybe doesn't pay much attention to you. He'll tell you, he'll just tell you that person has not come, or that person has left the company, and you say, could you know where he went? He said, I don't know where he went. That leaves you with a bad taste in your mouth, because that gate man does not even know what you are coming to do in that company. Maybe you're bringing the business, or maybe you are just there to see how they're doing, so that you can be able now to become part of them. I remember some time back when I got employed in a certain company, and they had a bus. So the first day at work, I said, I know this company has a bus that transports its workers to the working place. So I just go there and tell whoever is in the bus, or the driver, that I'm a newly employed person, and I'm like to ride in the bus to go to work. So on that day I did that, but then I was told, no, you cannot enter the bus. I was not even asked, maybe show us something. Do you have your appointment letter to show that you're a member of this company? So the security man, who was the one who was in charge of the bus, just said, no, you cannot enter the bus. You're not an employee. So later on, when I managed to get my own passport to the company, then as he was doing his patrol, the security man, then he was so surprised to see me, look at me through the window, and he said, oh, madam, I didn't know you were coming here. I thought you're the MD's visitor. So I was saying, wow, you mean the MD's visitors are denied entrance into the bus? So customer care is very important. Little did this man know that as an HR person in that organization, I would have a lot of dealings with him. Customer care is the face of the company. The customer gets a good impression of what the organization is from the customer care services that he receives. Because when the customer comes in, he has a direct relationship, he has a direct he has a face-on relationship. The first relationship he has, or the first encounter he has, is face-on and direct, and it just takes him 30 minutes. So first impressions are very, very important. Let's strive to make sure that the first impression that we give to anyone seeking to access our services gets a very good first impression of us. And even if it's not a first impression, even if it's somebody who is not coming in for the first time, but let it be such that any person who wants to access services in our organization gets very good response. But remember, if you're in customer care, and we are all in customer care, let's put value in the first impressions that we give to whoever is seeking our services in the organization, in the organization we are working with, or even if it's a group, even if it's a welfare group, even if it's a school. Let the person who is coming in as a first-time customer, let him get a very good first impression. And how does he get that good first impression? When we are polite, when we are kind, when we give attention, when we pause in what we are doing. Imagine you go to a reception desk and the receptionist is looking down. He or she doesn't look at you. You just talk and they answer you when their face is down. What kind of an impression are you creating to the person seeking the services? So when we're at the customer desk, especially the people who are in front office, when the customer comes in, or when the client comes in, or whoever it is that is coming in to access, to know something about the company, or just to inquire about anything. It could even be a pool attendant. Okay, we're talking about the person on the reception desk. Have a smile for the customer. Be well groomed. Let the person get a very good impression of you. How you dress, how you present yourself, the attitude that you have speaks a lot. It speaks volumes in customer care. It can make or break. Because when we are dealing with somebody we don't know what he's bringing to the company. And that is the opportunity for us now to treat the person well, such that whatever he has come for, he can be able to access it and leave with a very good impression of the organization. So customer care is the face of the company. First impressions matter, and it only takes the first 30 seconds. And the customer has made an impression of what the company is and whether he'll want to be part of this company or access your services. How you speak, how well you listen, the words you choose, they are very, very important. Write down everything. How you respond to email, how you respond to WhatsApp inquiries, they are very, very important. They help to create first impressions, or they help to create an impression of the company that we are in. It's not good to have an unfriendly face. Smile. When you smile, it helps you. When you smile, it helps the customer. Let your first impression be favorable. Smile. Greet the customer. Make him feel comfortable. Be approachable. Pause in what you're doing and attend to the customer. There are some basics of customer care. And these are four basics. And here I'm referring to an article written by Customer Care Service Training 101. First impressions matter in customer care. Courtesy counts. Attitude is everything. Doing the right thing, doing the right thing and observing integrity, observing ethical issues. You do everything with integrity. It really, really matters. So make sure your first impression is good, look good, look presentable, dress in line with the organization that you're presenting. Give every customer a chance. Listen to the customer. Let him talk. Have a calm voice. Be relaxed. Have a relaxed demeanor. Be courteous. Make the customer feel, or make the person that is seeking your services feel that he is valued. And this does not just involve at the front desk, it also involves everybody, even if it's the pool attendant. And visitors have come to a club and they're asking to know their whereabouts. Maybe they're asking, how do we get to the reception? You don't say, I'm just the poolman. The pool attendant should be able to say, go that way, or take them and say, this is where the reception is. Say thank you. Say you're welcome. Attitude is everything. Let your attitude be positive when you're dealing with the customer, because it creates a long-lasting impression on others. People can forget many things, but they will not forget the attitude they received when they sought services from a certain organization. Believe you can make a difference, because when you have an open mindset, when you have positive thoughts, even as you work in that company, even as you're in that organization, but you maintain positive thoughts, then that is what you will relate to the outside. Make sure you do the right thing. If you are worried about whether, I don't know whether I should do this or whether I should be dishonest, choose to do the right thing. Choose to do the ethical thing. Do the right thing, and you will get the loyalty of your customers. You will maintain the image of the organization. I believe we have learned a lot about customer care. All these things I've talked about, it involves everybody in the organization. From the little person, the person known as the little person, maybe the security man, the cleaner, the tea girl, the researcher, the editor, the monitoring and evaluation specialist, whatever you are, wherever you are, the driver, the data collector, customer, we are all in customer care. How we relate with the people who seek our services, or with the people whom we want to take our brand to so that they can come and access our services, it really matters. Let's put our foot forward. We are the face of the company, whatever we are. We are the face of the organization. We are the face of the welfare group. If somebody wants to join your welfare group, they will seek to know from you how it is. How you speak will make or break. So we are all in customer care. Let's take care of our customers. Let's take care of the people that we relate to. Let's build a strong brand. Let's enhance our brand. Thank you very much. I believe we have learned something. Let's practice it, and let's improve our customer care on a day-to-day basis. So share this episode with others. Like and share, subscribe. And you can even send us a comment, and we will answer you. We answer every comment or any inquiry that is made. Thank you very much. I'm an HR consultant. I'm also a motivational speaker, trainer, and an entrepreneur. My name is Susan Solomon.